Driving with Myles. I'm a state certified driving instructor. I teach teens and adults. Today, we're going to be talking about driving versus emotional feelings. Driving can give you a sense of freedom and independence. It provides a sense of freedom, which allows you to travel to different locations. It gives you freedom because you can leave one location and you can go to another. Example, if your parents are bugging you out, acting crazy, you can get in the car and drive. And that's something that will develop as you get older. Next, driving can create controlled situations. What do I mean by this? Being in control of a vehicle is a sense of empowerment and confidence. If you have a 2024 Hellcat, the simple name Hellcat Charger, 707 horsepower, a Cobra Mustang. These vehicles evoke emotions, the sound of them, the power of them, and also the fear of them if you don't have that type of power and control. Vehicles and driving allow you to explore. Recently, I went to Texas, drove around Houston. Beautiful culture, beautiful climate, to see different people from a different area. And I'll be going back there in March. So you can travel, you can discover new places, interact with new people. I'm from the Midwest. Currently, it's snowing right now. Where are you from? Is it snowing where you are? Memories. The memories that I have going to Texas are wonderful. The beautiful climate, the beautiful ethnic foods, going down to see a college football game in Texas. All those are beautiful memories that no one can take away from me. And I went down there twice in November. And I'll be going back down to Texas in March to see a pro day of someone who's trying to get to the next level. So, very excited. Stress. Driving can be stressful. I'm not going to lie to you. The stress of traffic. You have to get up in the morning. You've got to clean off your car. You got to make sure gas is in there. Hopefully the car will start. You have to get up a half an hour, 45 minutes early because it was a snowstorm. The road conditions. And other drivers can create stress. When I was driving into the laboratory, a semi-truck was tailgating me. That's stressful. Those of you who take the time to look at this type of content, I talk about driving, driver's education, driving and technology, adverse driving conditions, anxiety in driving. Driving can create stress in many different types of situations. Road conditions, travel conditions. Next are safety concerns. Is my car safe enough to travel on the road? Will I slide all over the road? The responsibility of ensuring one's own safety, let alone other passengers. So you have to worry about yourself and worry about others. Can trigger anxiety and deep emotions. Accomplishments. I made it to Texas. Those of you who are coming in, where have you driven? The successful feeling of navigating to Houston, Texas. Navigating through challenging routes. Reaching a destination brings a sense of accomplishment. I drove to California. I drove to Kansas. I drove to Montreal. Drake lives in Toronto, right? Hey, Drake, we love you. But to have a sense of driving on the 401, on I-75, on I-94, it's a very exhilarating feeling. Nostalgia, the Woodward Cruise, cars in Texas. Driving may remind individuals of past experience, such as road trips, special memories, and that's always beautiful. But if you don't learn how to drive, you won't have those special memories. So if you're watching right now, you have to learn how to drive. If you're watching, do you drive? Where do you live? Music. Certain music, when you're learning how to drive or on a road trip, brings back special memories. The choice of music while driving can greatly influence your emotion. It can trigger nostalgia, joy, or sadness. Relationships. I'm big on relationships. Driving with a loved one can create emotional connections or shared experiences. Solitude. I'm big on solitude also. What does this mean? Driving alone can provide space for one's self-reflection, leading to various emotions. They could be really good emotions, really sad emotions. Traffic jams. We all have those. If you live in a huge metropolitan area, Dallas, Texas, Los Angeles, California, Chicago, Illinois, Detroit, Michigan. All of these areas have tremendous transportation systems. They also have tremendous transportation traffic jams. This can create frustration, the feeling of being stuck, and emotionally negative attitudes. As an instructor, I try to get my students on the expressway during off-peak hours, after 5 o'clock, or if we have to drive in traffic, I try to get you on for a couple of miles and get you off. Because we're really just wasting time just standing there in traffic. Fear. Driving does create fear. I'm not going to lie. I was driving into the lab this morning in a different car. Was I going to skid when I go around the curve? Would I be able to stop smoothly? Do I have enough horsepower and torque if I had to pull out in front of a semi-truck? These are all real concerns. And if you're taking the time to listen, you are connected to driving, driver's education, learning how to drive. I'm a state certified driving instructor. Fear of an accident. I told you this morning my heart was pounding. Would the car start in the morning? Would I be able to stop once I get up to speed? Fear of bad weather. We have bad weather here in the Midwest. There's snow, there's ice. There are people who've had accidents, who've lost control of their vehicle because they're driving too fast. They're driving too aggressive. Or that guy or lady with the big truck and the big mirrors. I'm not hating. I'm just telling you the truth. It's something to think about. Fear does elicit emotions. Heart palpitations. Grabbing the wheel hard around big semi-trucks. If you haven't driven before, you don't understand because you have not been in this situation. If you've driven for a few years, you understand the situation. How many years have you guys been driving? I've been driving 23. Sense of community, sharing your road with other drivers. It's awesome to be driving with other drivers going to a huge downtown metropolitan area. I've done my work today. I'm going to get paid tomorrow. I've worked for 5 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'll get my paycheck. I put gas in my car once a week. I had to buy new windshield wipers. I know how to put them on. My headlights stopped working. I changed it. I got a flat tire. I changed my tire. That's a sense of accomplishment. It's also a sense of fear and frustration. All drivers share this. Those of you who are watching, you're going to share some of these emotions. I guarantee it, because it's a part of driving. Environmental impact. I'm very huge in this too. Cars that are not running good, blowing out black smoke, pop, 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 pop. Semi-trucks that are putting out a lot of black smoke. They're not tuned right. That's environmental concern. Concerns about the environment impacting driving. This is why electrical vehicles are becoming so popular. Economic factors, I've talked about this. Putting gas in a car. I mentioned to you that my students drive anywhere from 10 to 20 miles a day. In the summer, I'm driving about 10 hours a day. That's a lot of driving, 200 miles. If each kid drives 10, that's 100 miles. Parking, reverse parallel parking, merging onto expressway, right turns, left turns, roundabouts, reverse parallel parking. Good instructors will take you through this process. They're passionate. They show you how to pump the gas. They show you how to check the oil. They show you how to change a tire. Fuel cost. How much is fuel near you? Maintenance, brakes, tires, windshield wipers, battery, hoses, other financial aspects of driving. This is what keeps so many people from learning how to drive. They can't afford the car and the maintenance. It's expensive. I'm not going to lie to you. A lot of people want to drive, but they can't afford it. They don't have a job. You may have a job, but you're not making your car payment. Your car's going to get repossessed. It's going to be taken. Technology. Interacting with in-car technology or dealing with vehicle malfunctions can lead to emotional responses. Driving an hour away from home and a code flashes on your dashboard, engine malfunction, losing power. You're driving in the fast lane at 70, your car goes from 70 to 65 to 60 to 55. Your heart drops. That was me. My SRT Cherokee had an engine malfunction. I'm an hour away from home. I'm 20 minutes to work. I had to drive 20 miles an hour. I barely got off the expressway. The speed limit is 50. I'm at 20, praying that I can get to work. I won't worry about getting home. I just need to get to work. I made it to work, but now, how am I going to get home? You have to have your vehicle towed. That happened to me. That was very stressful. Even though I love working on cars, you will have this happen to you. It's very emotional. Weather conditions. Rain, snow. We have snow. I'm in the Midwest. About 3 inches. People forget how to drive when it starts snowing. They drive too fast. They tailgate. They cut each other off. It's very scary. Driving in extreme conditions can trigger fear. This is true. Am I going to crash? Am I going to spin out? Can I stop if someone panic stops? Anxiety. Will my car start? My battery is like 5 years old, 7 years old. Excitement. I'm driving. I'm okay. I pass by the semi-truck. My car has the power to pass by a semi-truck. It's also anxiety too. Road rage. I told you a semi-truck was tailgating me. Encounters with aggressive drivers can result in anger. You're angry. Why is this person tailgating me? I didn't do anything wrong. You're frustrated. I can't relax and drive because they keep tailgating me and tailgating me. Or fear. Did I do something wrong? Why is this person driving like this? It's a lot to think about. Transitions. I get a chance to see teens and adults go from a transition. You can see the pureness, the fear in their eyes, the excitement in their eyes. Driving can be transitional between different aspects of life, such as commuting to work. It's a good feeling to drive yourself to work. You don't have to rely on anyone. If you want to leave an hour early and get there an hour early and relax and come into the lab and sit down and have everything set up, you can. On the other hand, if you come late and everyone's already there and everyone is saying, where is driving with Myles? Here I am. My car broke down. Hey, you sent a text. Hey, I'm here, right? You send a text. That's sad too. Because if you keep coming in late, you're going to get fired from your job. If you can't get there on time, T-I-M-E, you're going to get written up and get fired from your job. So is there pressure in the morning? It can be sometimes. You have to go to bed before 10:30 if you get up at 5:30. Your body needs rest. You need to be able to recuperate. You sound like my dad. You sound like my mama. If you want to drive in a relaxed, chilled mental state, get your butt to bed early. Why are you playing? Because you'll have a better commute. You'll enjoy the commute. It'll be relaxed, composed. If someone tailgates you, I'm going to maintain my speed. I'm good. I feel good. If you're late to work, you're going to be driving fast. Then people are going to be waiting for you. That's pressure. You're going to run a light. You're going to run a red light. To get rid of anxiety is called gradual release. You need to have someone who supports you. Your mom, your dad, your uncle, your auntie, one of your best friends through high school or college. If I'm bringing you some good value, click a heart, like. You have to go out when you're ready. Example, another person contacted me, 24 years old from Tennessee. Got a car, got the license plate and the insurance, but she does not legally drive yet. She's scared to merge on the expressway. You have to feel comfortable merging on the expressway. You have to feel comfortable parallel parking. You have to feel comfortable getting out into traffic. Gradual release from driving. Go during off-peak hours. Go 10 o'clock in the morning, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1, 2. Go after 5:30 p.m. Drive in the neighborhoods. Feel comfortable. Gradual exposure. Weather conditions play a lot. And when you're younger, you're going to run late. You're going to want to stay out all night, party, have fun. But then, oh man, I got to get up in the morning. You don't want to get up in the morning. You're tired, right? You got to eat. Your boss is evaluating you today. The laboratory's a mess. You're trying to get a promotion, but you come late all the time. You're not getting the promotion. This is your last week, but you don't know that. Thank you for the hearts. You live out in the suburban area, but you have to drive to the city. That's gas money. $50, $60, $70. You got to park. Parking is not free. Sports teams are winning. They're raising the prices of tickets. City parking is not cheap. You don't know that yet. More jobs are in suburban areas. You live in the city, now you got to drive to the suburb. Your tags are expired. Your headlights cracked. My babies, you about to get pulled over. Now you don't have a license. That's a whole new game. If this brought you value today, give it a thumbs up. Share this with your friend. I'm a state certified driving instructor. This is Driving with Myles. I have a podcast also. It's called Driving, Driving with WITH, Myles, MYLES. Subscribe, follow, get us a thumbs up. I will talk to you later. Bye.